What if I told you that you could build a table in Excel that grows automatically? No dragging formulas, no manual updates, just pure automation. And that too without using the format as table options. That's the power of dynamic arrays. In this video, I'll show you how to create a self-updating table using functions like unique, filter, let, and the hash symbol. You learn how these pieces work together to build a solution that updates the moment your data changes. Let's dive straight in. We have data for a retailer who sells various computer accessories every month. This retailer wants to see which all products sell more than 1000 units for which month. The retailer does not want to be bothered by any other data and just wants to focus on the sales more than 1000. So this is the view we need to create. And the expectation is that as another product sales go over 1000, the product name should appear, and similarly the month name should appear. We see that we don't have any data for laptop bag and the month March. Let me change the value of units sold for laptop bag in March from 800 to 1400. You will see that both the product and the month have got added to the table. This is a table that grows automatically. Let us see how we can create this. I'm going to delete the existing content. Let's first list out all the months where any one or more products have sold more than 1000 units. We will write the filter function. Filter. Arrays will be the list of months. I will select till B73, as when we have data for the entire year, our data is likely to grow till row 73. 6 products for 12 months would take 72 rows and 1 row for the header. The next parameter is the filter condition, which is only those months where the sales value is more than or equal to 1000. Therefore, C2 to C73 is greater than or equal to 1000. We have the list of months. I'm going to write a unique function around it to only list the month name once. We will write a similar formula for getting unique product names. Filter. Array is all the products from A2 to A73. And the filter condition will be the same as C2 to C73. Is greater than equal to 1000. We will wrap it in a unique function to only display the name once. We have the list here. Finally, I will transpose this data using the transpose function. And we have our column headers ready. Now the next thing to do is write a sumifs function to get the total sales. The sum range are the values from C2 to C73. Selecting the range till C73 will also account for the rest of the months, which we will add later. Criteria 1 is on the months. So the criteria range will be from B2 to B73. Keeping space for additional months that are expected. And criteria 1 will be A2 hash. This will include all the months that Excel will show as a result of the filter function. If you don't know what is the hash symbol, then I would recommend you see my video where I have explained the fundamentals of the hash symbol. Link is in the description and should appear on the screen on the top right side. Criteria range 2 is the list of products from A2 to A73. Again accounting for remaining months data. And the criteria 2 will be B1 hash. And we get this result. We have what we wanted, but we also have sales value that are less than 1000. So to remove all the other values and replace them with a dash, we can use an if statement. Our if statement would be, if the value of this SUMIFS is greater than or equal to 1000, then for value if true, we will write the SUMIFS again, and for value if false, we will display a dash. The challenge with that is that we will end up writing this long SUMIFS expression twice in the formula, which will make it difficult to read. So to counter that, I will use the let function. The let function allows you to define a name for an expression that you need to use repeatedly in a function. I'm going to write let, and for name 1, I will define a name called total. The next parameter is name value 1, which is this SUMIFS formula. Now the next parameter is calculation or name 2. We don't need any other parameter, so we can write the calculation. The calculation is the if statement we spoke about. If the total, which is the name for the SUMIFS formula, is greater than or equal to 1000, then we display total, else we display a dash. Close the bracket for the if function and close the bracket for the let function. And there we have replicated the growing table. Now we don't have any data for May, and neither do we have the data for external keyboard. If I change the value to 1100 and go back to the table, we see that our table has added one more row and one more column. So that's how you create a growing table. If you're not familiar with any of these functions used in the video, then please check the description. I have included the links for each of them there. And that's it for this one. If you found this tutorial helpful, then please give it a like. And if you'd like to learn more about Excel and Power BI, consider subscribing our channel, Analytics Success. Thanks for watching.